Hello student, this is lecture number 45. So in previous lecture we started unit number 5. So what exactly on-site sanitations which we're looking for it. Now in today's lecture we are going to discuss about MBR, MBBR and FMBR. Exactly what are the meanings of MBR, MBBR and the FMBR. So lecture of today's content of today's lecture you can see here. Introduction about MBR system, MBR system and FMBR systems. So what are the importance of this MBR system, which is in on-site sanitation as well as in digestions, aerobic digestions. Okay, that is very important. So first we will see as MBR. So that is called as membrane bioreactor, okay, which is called as the MBR. So many times you heard about the membrane. Those students or those guys who are using RO system, that means reverse osmosis system in your home for drinking water purpose, and that particular assembly, they are the membrane unit, and that membrane is nothing but as it's a one type circular hollow types of circular assembly. Okay, that means there are circular types of one rod and which are having those very micro holes, which is called as a membrane. Okay, so MBR is what? Membrane bioreactor. So by using the membrane, which may helpful to the reactor. Okay, so membrane are the thin barrier. Okay, membrane are the thin barrier or a film of material that allows certain substances to pass. Okay, so membrane are what? It is just, I told you, this is a thin barrier and or a film which that material which allow to certain substances to pass it. That means there are the very micro holes and through which the water can be passes. Okay, so that what happen exactly, that work in under filtration and a filtered purpose. And in the filtration times, you know that the solid or total solid or those who are having the density or size is max, which can be written inside of that membrane. That's why that membrane is a thin barrier or film of material which can be passes allowed through it. Okay, then synthetic membrane, mostly there are different types of membrane. So first membrane is what just we seen here. Then synthetic membrane are usually 100 to 500 micron thicks. Okay, here are some particular specification about the membrane, and that is synthetic membrane, which is always in the 100 to the 500 micron thicks. Then membrane that allow only some substrate to pass through them are called as semi-permeable membrane. So out of that membrane, the some membranes only to substrate to passes through them. That is called as what? It's a semi-permeable membrane. And then useful membrane can be made from polymers, ceramic, metal, or porous material impregnated with liquid or gelatin-like substances. So this is about what membrane, its specification on how to make membrane with the materials. All the specification are given here. And this is a membrane bioreactor which is used to the biological process of the sewage treatment plant. Okay, so just we seen what exactly MBR here. So you can see here MBR. Okay, so this is type one types of membrane are the provided here. This is a membrane filtration, which are having the small holes which is near about 10 100 to 500 microns, which we are size, and through which the water can be passed. And if the sewage water having the different types of solids or total solid material which can be filtered through that membrane, that's why this membrane can be used, and that membrane is called as a what? Bioreactor, membrane bioreactor, that is nothing but as MBR. So in this picture you can see here, that is an inlet of the wastewater, and this is the aeration. So aeration through the by artificially, that means inject the air into that sewage, and this is a reactor. After mixing oxygen in this particular water, which is allowed to pass through this membrane, this direction, and which is again came for the recycle purpose again the bioreactor, and the fresh water, those solid which is retained in that particular membrane, and the fresh water, the pure water, the filter water, which go fast in these directions. So this is what This is the air outlet, which is also called, and this is the bioreactor with respect to the membrane. That's why it is called as the MBR. Is that clear? That is a bioreactor, membrane bioreactor. Okay. Yes, I told you about that. And the remaining, if in this pair particular say that passes pure water which is passes through the for further process, and those sludge, those solids remain in this particular membrane, which can be excess sludge can be removed in this directions or through this bottom of that membrane. So this is very simple concept of the MBR, and many times it is asked in the exam. Write down a term on, write actually short term on MBR, FMBR, on all the three terms which we will see in today's lecture. So this is about MBR. Now we will see what are the types of membrane. So first is pore size. In the pore size, there are the microfiltrations. Then second, ultrafiltration. Third one, nanofiltration. Fourth one, reverse osmosis. And mostly, we are using a RO system in our house for the drinking water purpose. That is called as a reverse osmosis. That's why in short we say that RO system. And in that particular RO system, there are the different types of assembly. And out of that assembly, there is one unit that is a membrane. And membrane is the what? It is a very thin holes of a particularly materials which provide here, and water is allowed passes through it. Okay, if there are water in type of minerals, in type of any impurities which is remains passed through in what it, and remains that sludge in the membrane. So that is a reverse osmosis system. Then this is about the pore size membrane, then configuration, then flat sheet, then hollow fibers. This type of membrane we are using nowadays in the water treatment process. And then immerse member, you can see here immerse member. So this is what, this is a one type of sheet of the membrane, and so this is permeate to the water passes through it. And if that sewage having a different types of impurities, and once the water is passes through that small types of small size of hole which is called as membrane through it. So that means what, this type of impurities which is remains upper side, and pure water, that means filter the water in the pure permeable water insides, and this is the permeable and the fresh water which can be said to pure water. Okay, so that is the rejected matter, nothing but as what, it's different types of impurities is available in the wastewater. So the question will be raised here, why MBR? That means why membrane bioreactor? It's the highest consistence and the effluent quality. It gives the what, highest consistent and effluent quality. Then it can be maintained BOD less than the 5 mg per liter. Then total suspended solid, that is less than 2 mg per liter. Turbidity, it is less than 5 NTU. And fecal coliforms, it's one types of the colloidal material which is present in the wastewater, that is less than 200 CFU per 100 ml without disinfection. And then significant nutrient removal capability, that's why you are required MBR. Then it's a complete virus removal through the MBRs. Then reduction of pharmaceutical byproducts. Okay, so if somebody says that why we are using the MBR, or sometime we ask question in the external oral at that time, why we are using the MBR in the wastewater system, the answer will be here, that is okay. So you can see here the answer one by one. So why MBR? We know that MBR is what, it's a membrane bioreactor system, and particularly if in any sewage treatment plant and there is MLSS type of water, that means mixed liquid suspended solid in that water, in between 0 to the 3000 mg per liter, and which is allowed to passes through the that membrane, and after passes through that membrane, the will get the good results. Okay, if sewage having 5000 to the 16000 mg per liter, that is a mixed liquid suspended solid, and after passes through in the membrane, it will give the permit result, that is BOD less than 5 mg, total solid less than the 1 mg, and turbidity, that is a 0 point NTU, that is less than. This is what, it is the very helpful to the purity of water. So we can see here one of example of MLSS, that is having how much MLSS is here, and after passes through in the membrane MBR, it gives the such types of water. So now next term is MBBR. So you can see here the MBBR is what? Moving bed biofilm reactor. Okay, what's the meaning of it? Moving bed biofilm reactor. So you know that this particular sewage treatment system. Okay, in that particular system, we are provide such type of material. And such type of material is what continuously moving in that particular unit. That is called as a moving bed bioreactor. Okay, which may help to what? Which absorb the all the pollutant around the its surface, and such it is continuously moving in that particular unit. That's why it's called as a moving bed biofilm reactor. Okay, it's called as a biofilm reactor. So in the MBBR, that is called as a moving bed biofilm reactor. So adding aerated or non-aerated basin to support to biofilm growth. Okay, so it's support to the biofilm growth. Biofilm is nothing but as the microbes growth. Okay, the biomass growth primarily on a protective surface on the inside of the carriers. Air agitations or mixes are used to continuously circulate carriers. Perforated plate at the outlet of the tanks keep the biofilm carrier inside the tanks. Okay, mostly that biofilm which is provided into particular tanks which is continuously moving insides, and at that time they will provide the air agitations or a mixer used to the continuously circulate the carriers. Okay, so perforated is nothing but plate. Perforated plate is nothing but as those plate having the small holes, some small hole at the outlet of the tank keeps the biofilm carrier inside the tanks. Okay, it can be protected. Biofilm cannot be going the outside. That's why perforated plate will be provided in that particular tanks. So MBR can be a single reactor configured or several reactor in the series. So what happened exactly? MBR is provided in the uh, particular units. At that time, it can be maintained pH. If the inlet of sewage water of pH is 7 to the 8, and after which is react with that biofilm reactors or membrane biofilm reactor, at that time it can be outlet through that biofilm. It will be maintained 6 to 7.5 pH. So the parameter which considered as sewage of without enter of a sewage property of the BOD are 250 to 350 mg per liter, but after reacting with the biofilm, it will be less than 30 mg per liter. So you can see here how much profitable that is. Then it's about parameter of the COD. If the COD of water or sewage it is 400 to 600 mg per liter, after reacting the biofilm reactor, at that time it gives the result as less than 10 mg per liter as the COD. Then total suspended solid before inlet in that particular chamber, that it is total suspended solid is 200 to 1300, but after reacting with the biofilms or MBBR, it gives the result as less than 20 mg per liter as a TSS. Then oil or the gaseous types of that means if there is industrial sewage water, there will be the inlet time that property is 100, and after reacting with by MBBR it gives the 5 only. So these are the advantages of MBBR providing the particular units. So this is about the MBBR, moving bed biofilm reactor. So here are some advantages I put here about MBR. High efficiency of BOD removal and nitrification even in low temperature environments. Okay, so it gives the high efficiency BOD removals and the nitrification even in a low temperature. Then retention of slow growing and the temperature sensitive bacterial population. So what they can be retained, what the slow growing and the temperature sensitive bacterial populations. So that bacterial population nothing but that is atrophic nitrifiers and the methanol degrading or heterophobes are the respectively, it can be reduced or the very slow growing such type of bacterial populations. Then low HRT, that means it maintains the low HRT. Then high biomass concentration, it gives the high biomass concentration. Then low solid loading on liquid solids and the separation of unit process. Reduce sludge production compared with the activated sludge. These are the advantages of the MBBR, moving bed bioreactors. The next one is FMBR. This is a last topic of today's lecture. That is called as a facultative membrane bioreactor. So what the meaning of facultative membrane bioreactor is, that is called MBR, is biological wastewater treatment process that removes carbon, nitrogen and phosphorus. Okay, those membrane which can remove uh, nitrogen, carbon or phosphorus from the wastewater, such such member which is called as what, facultative membrane bioreactor. Okay, it is simultaneously single reactor actually. So principle of FMBR is what, cell decay is a main mechanism. Okay, cell decay, cell degradation, you can call it cell degradation or cell decay is the main mechanism of organic sludge reproduction. Due to the large biomass of concentration, long SRT, okay, okay, sludge retention time, if taking the long SRT and the low visual oxygen condition, the diverse nitrifiers or known ammonia oxidizing organism which can be produced here. That's why it's the main principle is what, cell decayed procedure. But when long SRT required in low DO conditions, at that time we can use the facultative membrane reactor, that is called as the FMBR. In the facultative membrane reactor, you can see here the facultative membrane bioreactor is a biological wastewater process to remove the carbon, not occurrence, and just we see this principle also here. So you can see here characteristics of MBR, such type of one package system which provide as the FMBR, okay, which we mostly use to remove the carbon, nitrogen, and phosphorus simultaneous removal of oxygen. Sorry, carbon dioxide, oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and phosphorus, which can be used in the such type of assembly through it. Require only very low periodic biosludge wasting. Then excellent discharge quality, no chemical additions. These are the characteristics of the FMBR. Then short construction period. Okay, you can see this is the assembly of FMBR. Low cost, low energy is required there. Reduce carbon emission. Reduce then automated and unattended it. Okay, this is about FMBR. So in today's lecture, what we learn, MBR, the FMBR, MBBR, all the three terms we'll see in today's lecture with respect to their characteristics, with parameter, with concerning different parameter, why are the importance of three terms. So thank you for attending today's lecture.